Hi there, I'm Dr. Rick Brinkman, author of the book, Dealing with Meetings You Can't Stand, How to Meet Less and Do More. Now, have you ever been in a meeting you couldn't stand? Of course you have. Wall Street Journal survey found 98% of people agreed. Now, I don't know if I've ever heard 98% of people agree on anything, but this is what they agreed on. Half their time in meetings is a waste of time. At this point, middle to upper managers are spending between 11 to 23 hours a week. I probably don't have to tell you that. And a Harris poll found that the number one obstacle to productivity in the workplace, meetings. Wasteful meetings, inefficient meetings, meetings that are not engaging and are not really needed. There are 25 million meetings held in the U.S. each day. That is costing $37 billion just in direct salary costs. Not to mention, whenever you're in a meeting, you're not doing 10 million other things that really require your attention. Well, that's the bad news, but here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. In my research over the years, I found that there are 4 areas in meetings that cause problems. And the top 40 things people have told me over the last 10 years of what really gets in the way of a meeting being good all fall into these 4 categories. And they are preparation, people, process, and time. So preparation, of course. Is there agenda? Is there a personal agenda, or there's no agenda? Are we having the right people at the meeting in the first place? Do we have too many people who don't belong there? People, know-it-alls, go on and on and on to hear themselves talk. Negative people, you've got an idea, they say, pull, boom, got that one. All they're looking at is the dark side. You got people who dominate the conversation. Then you got people who say, and you never hear from them, and yet you could be in a meeting where, okay, it's time to give feedback about the new policy. What do you think? And then later, you'll find out behind the back what they really think. So that's all people stuff. And then there's process stuff. How do you keep the meeting focused? Otherwise, you go on tangents, irrelevant conversations, snide remarks, people who are multitasking at the meeting, so there's distractions. Not only that, balancing the participation so that the assertive people can't dominate, and so the passive people have to contribute. And then you've got time. Too many meetings to begin with. Does the meeting start on time? Or you're sitting there waiting for somebody? Does it end on time? Stupidly having 2 meetings that one ends at the same moment the other one starts, and the only reason for that is the software defaults to that, and nobody takes responsibility, so there's no travel time. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. I developed a process over the last 10 years applying conscious communication to meetings, and it addresses every single one of the top 40 things people have told me and what makes meetings wasteful. And in fact, here's what a couple of Boeing engineers had to say to me after hearing my presentation in a live seminar. They had a 3-hour meeting every Wednesday morning. They've been doing that for years. The first time they put this process in place, they got it all done in 1 hour. And what really impressed them, they got more done at higher quality in 1 hour than they ever did in the 3-hour period. So that's the good news. Check out Dealing with Meetings You Can't Stand, How to Meet Less and Do More. And keep in mind that it doesn't matter if you're in charge of the meeting, because if you were just an attendee and you go up to somebody who is in charge and say, hey, how'd you like to hear an idea that makes our meetings shorter, more focused, and more productive? It's a rare human being who says, we don't want that. What are we going to do for misery and wasted time? Everybody hates meetings. So let's make a difference and let's change that.